Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Once again, I don't ever expect you to draw this, but this video is going to include quite a few tools that are pretty cool and pretty helpful. So we're going to draw an ellipse, but not holding down the control button. So it's like that. And then we're going to double click on it and I'm just going to rotate a little bit. Then I'm going to control D and I'm going to mirror it. And I get that opposite direction and I'm going to hold down the control button and go like that. And you can make it any shape or size. Then I'm going to get the 3-point curve line. And I'm going to go from that quadrant to that quadrant and give a little bit of a curve. On the bottom, same thing, just a little bit of a curve. Now this one's going to look totally different than the other one because I didn't space out the ellipses very far. So we're going to take our Smart Fill tool now and fill in all three parts. Now we've got that one selected. I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and I'm going to put some darkness at the bottom to kind of make it look like it's going dark, like it would in a circle. Now I want the other to be exactly like that. So I'm going to get the attribute eyedropper and take a sample there and put it in there. So I've got the exact same thing. Now in the center, you can see I have the center part now. Matter of fact, I'm going to take away the outline by right clicking. I've got the center selected. This, you could use your imagination and do anything you want. I think I made the other one like a silver. I'm going to make this one like this orange. But I'm going to place some white up top and at the bottom. Let me move that up a little bit. Then I'm going to bring in some orange again. It kind of looks like it's got that sheen of folded metal or bent metal. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to Control G to group it. I'm going to go ahead and hit P, put it at the center of the page. And you can see that's going to be completely opposite of the way I did the other one. Now I'm going to take a 2-point line and kind of go like right there and hit P, put it in the center of the page. I'm going to go ahead and make that line white. And this is a new tool that hadn't been out very long. Variable. Let me zoom in here. Variable. Let me see exactly what it says. I don't use it that much. Outline tool. And I'm going to bring this, get those arrows, and I'm going to make that a little bit wider. Now, for this to work, that's an outline, so I've got to go to Object and convert the outline to an object. Now, it shouldn't really have any color. Well, it is. It does have color. Let's just check it with the yellow box trick. See, it's white. So we can use that. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to go to Effect and Bevel. And I'm just going to bevel that a little bit. And I kind of get that sharp point almost. That's pretty cool. I'm going to group this together, Control G. Now I'm going to draw an ellipse. Pretty big, and hit P. This is in the center of the page, so I'm going to hold down the control button and put it like right on that line. Now I'm going to alternate C to put the rotation, and I'm going to use normally I duplicate, but I'm going to show you to go to Windows, Dockers, and Transform. I'm going to rotate it 15 degrees. We need 24, but we already have one, so we only need 23. And that's pretty good. Now I'm going to take this line and I'm going to make it something thicker than a hairline. But then I've got to go to Object and convert the outline to an object for this to work. I'm actually going to make it that orange. And now I can use my interactive fill tool. So it's kind of blocking that, but that's okay. I'm going to get the interactive fill tool. I'm going to go straight across and I'm going to put orange in there. I'm going to put a bunch of orange. So I'm just going to double click, by adding orange. This is probably the easiest way I've seen to do it. or found to do it. If you don't hit that line, it doesn't. You got to get that cross. Now it's not really doing anything yet, but now I'm going to get a white and put it between there. See, it's going to copy that orange. So I'm just going to keep having to bring the white in. There is a way to change that. By the time you figure it out, you could have this done. I've got that one a little bit too close to the other one, but it really doesn't matter. You're alternating these patterns on the ring, and it's because it's an object. It would not do that if it was a line. And we can kind of even those things out in a minute. It's not nobody's going to ever see it or tell. Those are a little bit further apart than the other ones. I don't really know that there's a way to align and spread these out perfectly. One more and we're done. And I think there was one over here that's just too close. So let me zoom in. Now, when you zoom in, you get lost. But if you bring back the interactive fill tool, there it is. So you could, kind of space these out a little more evenly. All you have to do is click on them. And by doing that, look at that ring. It's kind of offset. Now let's make it really special by taking take a rectangle, put it around there, make it black. The last item you made is on top always, so we're going to go to Object, Order, Back a Page, and you get right there. I don't know which one I need to also take away the outline. I can see some red lines. And there you have it. So these not necessarily have to correlate with the color, but that's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.